Hi guys, today we're going to be filming a look using the Violet Voss Flamingo palette. This palette is gorgeous. I've only played with it a couple times, and I've only really used the yellow and orangey shades in here, and I really want to do a look using these blue toned colors. Those three, and then this one down here. So that's what we're going to do. First things first is we're going to take the glasses off, and we're going to put my hair, pull it back. I straightened my hair for like the first time in a very long time, and I'm not sure how I like it. I don't ever wear my hair straight. But we're going to pull that back. Okay. And then we're going to start off with Physicians Formula Refreshment Cucumber and Bamboo ID Puffer. And then I'm going to take my Dr. Brandt Needles No More Baggage ID Puffing Gel. And I like this stuff because it helps cancel out dark circles. Just this orange gel. And I just dot that on and blend it in. Now that that's on, we're going to take my Physicians Formula 24 Karat Gold Collagen Serum. That's what the bottle looks like. This stuff is really nice. I'm actually going to use a brush to apply this. I'm going to use my Luxie 532 Round Top Blender brush. Just looks like this. Just going to apply 2 pumps to that. We're just going to put that all over my face. This does have flecks of gold in it, but you can't tell once it's blended out. And after that's applied, we're going to take, I'm going to be using a stick foundation today, so I do want to take a little extra moisture on, put a little extra moisture on my face. So I'm gonna take my Moroccan Argan Oil Serum, and we're just gonna dab a little bit, not very much, just a little bit on. So I'm just gonna take the little dropper and just 3 drops on my brush, and just blend that in. Okay, now that that's applied and my skin is looking very hydrated, I'm going to apply lip balm. I'm gonna take my Soap & Glory Pillow Pump, extra large, and we're going to take our eyeshadow primer. The NARS Smudge Proof eyeshadow base that I use. I'm just gonna apply that to the eyes. Now we're up real close and personal. I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics flat brush and just blend this out. And once we have that put down, we're gonna set that. I'm gonna set it using the shade Sand from the palette. I'm going to take my Vasanti Concealer Buffer Brush just to put the powder on and set it. Now that we have that nicely packed on, we're going to take the shade Ocean Front, which is this shade, and we're going to blend that in the crease using my Morphe E27 brush. Now that we have that color blended in the crease, we're going to take the shade Beach Ball, which is that shade right there, and we're going to blend that in the crease, but not taking it nearly as high. I'm going to use my Morphe E17 brush, which is just a small blender brush. And this one I'm going to shape out. So we're going to put that in the crease and then V it out right here. So it looks like that, leaving this part of the eye blank. Taking it in the inner corner a little bit too, just so we have the center of the eye blank. And then I'm going to take my SL Miss Glam brush, my eye blending P24 brush, just a very small blender, and we're going to go back in with that shade Ocean Front. And we're just going to use that to blend this out. We just want to lightly buff it out. Just lightly go in and buff it out. Just circular motions, just back and forth. And that's what that one looks like compared to the other eye. And we're just going to do the same thing on the other eye. And that's what that looks like. Next, I'm going to take my Elmar Cosmetics, the flat, like this flat shader brush. And I'm going to take the shade Tidal Wave, which is this shade right here. And we're going to put that in the center of the eye right here. I'm going to try this on a dry brush first, just to see how it goes. Oh my gosh, that shade is really pretty. Because I feel like that color Beach Ball got lost in the eye look, we're going to go back in with that in the same brush and just build that back up. And then with that same Elmar Cosmetics brush, we're going to take the shade Surf, which is this light blue color right here. And we're just going to put that in the very, very center of the eye. Next, we're just going to clean up the eyes. I'm just going to take a white. And this is a point in the eye look where you can shape this any way you want. And the reason I do my eyes first is because look at all this fallout. It's not necessarily eyeshadow palette. It could be me too, the way I'm applying it. Okay, and just because we did wipe away a lot of the primer and stuff we put on, I'm going to go back in with actual primer. I'm going to take my Benefit Pore Professional, the Pearl Primer, and apply that on my nose area. I'm just really pressing it in. And then I'm going to take my MAC Strobe Cream in the shade Pink Light, and I'm just going to apply that to the rest of my face. Now that we have that put on and nicely blended, I'm going to take my foundation. Like I said, I'm going to be using a stick foundation. Today we're going to be using the NYX Mineral Stick Foundation in the shade 01 Fair. I've really been liking this foundation. I've used quite a bit of it. And I'm just going to apply that all over the face. And then we're going to blend that out. And I'm going to use my Luxie 732 Airbrush Foundation Brush. And now that the foundation is nicely blended, our face is looking very glowy and dewy, we are going to use our concealer. We're going to use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Fair Neutral. I'm just going to apply that. We're just going to blend that out with our same foundation brush to get right up under the eyes, because I can't really get right up in there. I'm going to take my Luxie 140 Detailed Taper Brush. This is the Wonder Woman edition brush, and it just looks like this. I'm just going to use that to press the concealer right up by our eye. And now that we have the concealer pressed in, we're going to set that with powder. I'm actually just going to take my Ciate London Extraordinary Translucent Powder. I just have a little sample of it right here. I'm going to just use that. I'm going to use that with my e.l.f. Blush Brush. I don't use this brush for blush. I just use this for packing powder right underneath the eyes. And that's exactly what I'm going to do with it. Just dipping it into there and just packing it on. Now that we have that loose powder set in under the eyes, I'm going to set the rest of my face. We still have a little bit left, but that's okay. It'll get blended in. Going to take my Rimmel Stay Matte loose powder, pressed translucent powder in 001 and my e.l.f. powder brush and just powder the rest of my face. And then we're going to finish up the eyes. Taking the same Flamingo palette, we're just going to dip into the shade Oceanfront. And we're going to blend that in the lower lash line. We're actually going to dip into the shade Beach Ball, which is this shade right here on an Elmar Detailed brush. And we're just going to take that and really put it as close to the lash line as we can get. And then we're going to take a Luxie 141 mini round brush. It just looks like this. And we're going to take that Oceanfront shade, which is the light blue, and just use that to smoke out this blue eyeshadow up here. And that's what we have that looking like. Next, we're going to bronze up the skin. I'm going to take my Benefit Hoola bronzer and my Morphe R2 brush. Just bronze up my skin. And then I'm going to take my Morphe RG24 brush, which just looks like this. And I'm going to dip that in the same bronzing powder, and we're going to use this to contour my nose. And then we're going to take blush. I'm going to use my Tarte Double Duty Beauty Make Every Moment Count blush palette. Just got 3 shades. I'm going to take the Love shade, which is this big circle one. I'm going to take that with my Morphe R14 brush. And after that's applied, we're going to do our eyebrows. I'm going to take my Benefit Ka-Brow in shade 3 and my Sona Kashuk brow brush, which is the double-ended one. Take the spoolie and brush out my brows. And then take the other side and use it to fill it in. Okay, now that my eyebrows are filled in, I'm going to take my Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade 3 and apply that to my eyebrows. Okay, now that that's done, we're going to take highlighter. And I'm excited about today's highlighter. Today we're going to use the Ofra and Nikkie Tutorials collab highlighter in Space Baby. And that's what it looks like. It is absolutely gorgeous, and it's got this blue hue to it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I'll swatch it. and that's what it looks like. It'll look really pretty with this look. I'm actually going to take this in the inner corner of my eyes as well. Like that's what it looks like in the inner corner. It's super pretty. And we're going to take this and apply it to my face as well. And use my Moda Glow brush and just apply this to the skin. Like looking straight on, you can't see it, but when I turn, it's got the purpley blue shift. Next, we're going to apply mascara. I'm going to take my Essence Lash Princess Mascara. I'm just going to apply this to both the bottom and the top lashes. Okay, next I'm going to take my Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Queen Bee. Just looks like this, such a pretty shade. We're going to apply this to the lips. And just to really tie this lip into the look, we're going to take that same highlighter and just apply it in the center. And this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe down below. And if you like bright, fun color looks like this, let me know down below. And be sure to follow my Instagram, because a lot of the times when I do looks like this and I don't film them, they do go on my Instagram. So be sure to check that out. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye!